What is going on, collective? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Belligerence. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I do recognize that there is a audio situation going on right now. I am working on getting a microphone to make that better. And for my some new subscribers and those who have been liking and commenting and stuff, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for getting me past the 1,000 subscriber mark. In this video here, I'm going to talk about something that I also saw. This video is going to be about a police officer, a crooked police officer. So basically, I was going through my YouTube, basically, right? And I kept, matter of fact, a couple weeks ago, maybe like a week or so ago, I put out a video about an officer who slept with an underage girl at a motel and caught an STD from that girl. He caught something from that girl because he was used to using his power and abusing his power against people to get what he want. Okay, so while I was scrolling through YouTube, just randomly out of the blue, there was this video that came up about it was like a show, and it was basically a PO that was used, that was making the convicts that he was in charge of do criminal activities in order to, not violate their parole, basically. So and then matter of fact, he had one, what he did was, he had one guy that he would use pretty much all the time though. But basically what he did was he had this convict smoke weed to give him dirty pee, and he used that dirty pee to get another convict convicted and moved out of the way. And then after that, the convict that did the dirty test for him, he told on him and said, okay, basically he got a positive test, to send him back to prison so that he could do a hit out on the man who basically he got locked up, which is wild. So that's why I'm doing this reading here, because this reading is definitely about a crooked cop, basically, right? That abused their power in a similar way of, basically they're in charge of, let's say, it could be a correctional officer, it could be a PO, it could be a sheriff, it could be, I definitely felt the vibe on the sheriff. There could definitely be, it could be almost any kind of officer there is, okay? So basically, that's where we're going to start, and it be just as a disclaimer, before I even start the video, if this is your story, take what resonates, leave what does not resonate. And if you are being harassed by a police officer, this video is for you. And also consider putting that police officer on the Brady list. Find out what you have to do in your area to get that officer on a Brady list. And basically what happens is, if you have sufficient evidence that this officer has been harassing you or whatever, you can get them put on a list to have on the Brady list. And once they're on that Brady list, what happens is they won't be able to testify in court against criminals. Like, you know what I'm saying? So basically, let's say if this person got like 38 people convicted, some of those convictions could be overturned based off of that officer being put on a Brady list because of dishonesty. And if they do that to you, there's a chance that that same dishonesty could be reviewed before they convict you of anything. Okay, so definitely look into that Brady list. Okay, so let's look at this crooked officer. Ooh, I could just feel this person's energy. They mad. They want to know what I know. Whoever this is, they want to know what I know. That's what this whole reading is about. There's an officer right now that wants to know what I know. He's paying a reader or somebody to try to block my third eye, try to distort my intuition, to get me to say certain things to prove his case about something. And we're going to find out exactly what that is right now. Yes, a Queen of Wands. This is her energy right here. This is a Queen of Wands. This is a woman that this officer, either this officer is a woman, or this officer is working with a woman. Let's see here. Knight of Wands in reverse. Yes, whoever this person is, they definitely have anger issues. If you're being harassed by an officer, this officer could be either a Leo or a Cancer, and this person has anger issues. This anger issues, hold on, let me see something here. See if we can find some kind of proof that this person has anger issues. Let's see, where this, you got the student in reverse. You got the therapist in reverse. And the soul tribe in reverse. Yes, whoever this person is, the community knows that this person has a history of anger issues, and this person probably tried to cover up their involvement in a therapy session. This officer could be, this person could have went to therapy at some point in their career because of something that they did with a student. It has something to do with a student that they were working with, or that they got in trouble or involved with, and it required them to go to therapy in some kind of way. And whatever that therapy is, you know, because of HIPAA law, you know, you really can't get into it. But this person definitely has a history of anger issues, right? Let's see here. You got the Ace of Cups here in reverse, and you got the 10 of Pentacles out here. Wow. Wow. This person operates only out of money if they can basically capitalize on people. So this is definitely a crooked cop energy. This person does things to capitalize. This person only thinks in terms of money. So if you're going to set this person up, you have to make this person think in terms of money. Finances. If this person has ever been in anything, involved in anything crooked, you have to find a money trail. Look for a money trail, and that'll trace it back to this man or this woman or whoever this crooked cop is. This person there's a money trail connected to this person. Yeah, this person got a money trail. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 different money trails connected to this person. So you could go to this person, Cash App, Zelle, let's see, Cash App, Zelle, what else? Whatever accounts that this person may have. And you get the history, especially with Zelle and Cash App. And it'll go back, and you could trace back every transaction that this person has had that was involved with like dirty money and stuff like that. At least you can trace back to whom this person has been dealing with. Because I don't think this person gets straight cash. Like, I don't think they get just cash. I don't think they get just cash. I think this electronic too. They have electronic thing, but yeah. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles out here, yes. This person got paid some big money, or this person has got paid some big money to do something here. Yeah. They got paid some big money to do something here. Death card here, yes. This crooked cop is a hitman. This crooked cop killed people for money. And he got somebody on the payroll to help cover this up. He killed somebody's husband. He killed somebody's husband for the wife. The wife knew, and the wife knew it was him, but she was, you know, he was gonna kill the wife and the kid, but I don't know if somebody intervened or if there was like a moral moment, but I get a vibe that somebody who told him to do it intervened or something and told him he had to kill the wife and the kid, but he did kill somebody's husband. Wow. Yeah, possession. This person it's not allowed, but this person is a vessel. This person is being used by a demonic low vibrational spirit. And I don't use that. Well, I know I say a lot of, you know, but this is a real thing here. It's a spirit of, it's either obsession, possession, or infestation. I think he's being infested is the vibe I'm getting, because I see 2 inverted pentagrams. So this person, he has an infestation that's on his emotional, that's connected to him. I guess since he went to therapy, or whether for anger issues or whatever, I guess he tried to use that, his medical condition, to get out of situations and his power. But no, aside from that, this person, he takes money. He take money for hits. He does money for hits. Yeah. Eight of Wands, I mean, Eight of Swords out here, yes. Because he feel like he can't go to prison. That's basically what it is. Whatever protection that he had over himself, he's using that to keep from going to prison. Self-limiting beliefs, inner critic, accepting, yeah. Yeah. Wow. That's wild. I heard about that when I took criminal justice. They said that there a lot of times you have people who are afraid to go to prison end up joining the criminal justice system in order to, you know what I'm saying? It's like I forgot what coping mechanism that was, but it has something about doing the opposite in order to like becoming a cop because you have a fear of going to prison. But my uncle told me, you know, he said, and this is not to offend, you know, police officers and cops, but he said you get a lot of people that end up being cops and police officers because they got bullied in school and they felt like they had no power. This could be one of those people. This person who's hungry on power, and they take money for hits. Matter of fact, they do hits, and they do whole families. Whoever this is, he do families. He don't do just one person. He'll do a whole family. He'll do a whole family. Emperor card out here, yes. Drunk on power. He's addicted to the power that comes with the position, is what this is. You know what I'm saying? Whoever this officer is, yes. He got this shit organized. Whatever this is, he got it organized to a T too. Because you know, for all my military people, especially CIA and you know, NFS and all that other stuff, or NSA and all that other stuff, you guys know that when it comes to people, everybody operates on a pattern. He has this way of recognizing those patterns in people and knowing when to break that pattern and do what he needs to do and fall back into the pattern system. So I don't know if this person is trained, but I do know that this person has done. He's killed people before. Seven of Swords out here. I just said that. Deception. Betrayal. This has strategically and trickery. Acting strategically. So if you know this person's background, you'll have to check into this person's background in order to get a vibe of their killing method. Let's say if they're, you know, a ranger. Ranger usually are taught to stalk, right? SEALs, they're taught patterns, and you know, Marines, generally brute force, right? Everybody got their own pattern system that they use, right? So whatever this person's background is, whatever happened to the victim, you'll know based off of his training. This ain't something that you learn off Yahoo. This ain't something that you learn off Google. This is professional. Well, essentially would be considered professional. However, with the mental instability and the ego, that part right there, that's what make it unprofessional, because true enough, his emotions isn't attached to it, no. But he's fallen into a comfortable pattern, which means that like any pattern, when you continuously do a certain thing every single day, sometimes you get, you know, sloppy. Page of Wands out here. He just got a new contract to start to do another murder. Yeah, he just got another one. And he's already starting on this one. Whatever this is, he's starting on it now. Three of Swords out here. Yes, he could be working with 3 other people. This assassination attempt could involve 2 other people. So this person don't intend to do this on their own. Libra energy out here. Yeah. This person could be working with a Queen of Wands. This is a female. This could be a female too. But the Queen of Wands energy is definitely acting out of emotion based off experience. This reinforced the concept that this person does this, you know, has it down to a T, essentially, is what it would be. Because when you break down the system here, you got the Page, you got the Queen, and you got the Knight. I mean, you got the Page, the Knight, the King, the Queen, and then let's say the King, right? This is right here is when you're learning something, right? You're gonna make a lot of mistakes. This is when you're putting it in action. This is when you're learning from your experiences based off those actions, And then let's say if this was the king, this is the mastery of it all. And then the emperor is the mastery of all the concepts around it. He knows how to mask his emotions. He knows how to use his intelligence. He knows how to use his finances. You know, who can be paid off and who can't be paid off. And he also knows when to use brute force and when not to use that brute force. So whoever he is, he reads people very well. Very well could be some kind of, not necessarily not just narcissistic, but it gives me the vibe of somebody who has a mental instability that allows them to you know what I'm saying? Like stop their emotions, turn their emotions on and off. Not necessarily like, you know, could be like not a sociopath, because sociopath requires everybody to be on board, and you know what I'm saying? This person actually acts alone. This is definitely narcissism. You got the Hermit card here. Yes, this is something that he was trying to keep from coming to the light. And Knight of Pentacles, this kind of information he bribes to keep people quiet with. See? He'll bribe somebody to keep this quiet, this information quiet, because he know how to move them. So basically, when you feed on people like this, these kind of officers and stuff like that, because basically they're nothing but technically food, right? So when you feed on people like this, you can't feed on them like normal people. What happens is they have a tendency to, since they turn off their emotions, the rest of their body is heightened to patterns, essentially, right? Kind of like fishing. If you disrupt that flow, the fish instantly notices and swims away, which is why there is, I don't know if you guys have evidence on this person or not, or if they're coming after him, whatever. But I can say this, is that because of his arrogance and his ego, whoever this is, that's going to cause him to disrupt the pattern himself. Give him room, give him a rope, he'll hang himself. And it's coming. It's probably already here. Let's see. We'll pull one more card, see. Matter of fact, it said he was planning on doing a hit, right? Said he was planning on doing a hit soon, or he was just starting a new one. Let's look at the time frame. Maybe that'll help. So this is the first hit, like with the family that I was talking about the time frame for that. And then this is the new one that, you know. So the time frame for that family, it said he did that just this year. Now for the new hit that he got, it's not the right time. So he hasn't initiated this one yet. He haven't got a time frame together for this next hit yet. Probably because he know all eyes is on him right now. So that's all I got. I love y'all. Y'all be safe out here. And like I say, you know, if you're being stalked by a cop, or if you have police officers and stuff like that that's harassing you and stuff like that, definitely consult and you know, get legal advice. But I would definitely pursue putting cops like this on the Brady list, all specifically for these kind of reasons. Because what happens is, let's say if he does do a hit, or if he does injure somebody, or he wounds you in some kind of way, and he's incapable of doing the whole job, you can go, when the court case comes up, his testimony won't be good. And then by him having to rely on somebody else, that's what it is. You have to force him to rely on other people. Because he doesn't have emotions, you have to force him to rely on other people. That's the only way you can hunt an animal like this. You have to force him because of his ego. You have to force him to rely on as many people as possible, whether it's to pay people off or feel he can convince people to say things. The more you get him to say to other people outside of the situation, the more you get him to bribe people or pay people or accept money or interact with people outside of the situation, the better. The better. Because of his ego. That's all I got. I love y'all. Y'all take it easy and definitely pursue that Brady list thing. And peace.